people, welcome back to my channel, Albert JTV. Thank God the Premier League season is over. I think today's result, in terms of performance and just the result, probably the win, for me typifies Arsenal this season. Match review. Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Yeah, I didn't think this game would be goalless, if I'm being brutally honest with you. Arsenal going to the game in 10th position. If results go their way, they can get top 8, which makes a difference in terms of money that the club earns. Watford fighting for their lives. Need a win to try and stay up. And I think with both sets of teams, you can see where they are in the league, why they're there. The league table doesn't lie at all. So we go into the game with a 4-3-3 formation, flat back 4. I did say in my preview video that for some of the Arsenal players, this is going to be a cup final audition. When I saw the lineup in particular for Rob Holding, even though Mustafi's injured, Joe Willock and Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I'll come on to those 3 a bit later in my review. But yeah, we start the game. We get an early Christmas present, Easter present, birthday present, whatever you want to call it, from Dawson, who's an experienced defender at Watford. To put in a challenge like that in the box, knowing, you're trying to fight for survival and keep it tight for the first 15, 20 minutes. Unbelievable. Yeah, stonewall penalty on Lacazette. Took a bit long to get there in the end from VAR, but it is what it is. Aubameyang sticks it away pretty well. I thought Watford actually came at us pretty well after we went 1-0 up. They had that chance where Pereira pulled a save from Martinez, but Ismail Assar had a better chance to shoot. Then Doucouré had a chance to shoot. He messed it up a little bit. Then he passed it on to Pereira, where Martinez makes the save, so it keeps it at 1-1. I thought the first 20 minutes was a very, very open game. I thought we was under the cosh, personally. Watford are a physically imposing team. They can get the ball down and play. Sarr was giving us a lot of problems down the right-hand side, but that goes without saying with somebody with that kind of pace. I don't care how good a fullback you are, you're gonna have your hands full. Yeah, it's open game, and then we get another sort of, actually no, it wasn't really a Christmas present, was it? Because Tierney gets his first goal for Arsenal. So yeah, it's ball in from Pepe from the right hand side to the far post for Aubameyang. Aubameyang has a bit of a dodgy touch, but then still lays it off to Tierney. Tierney sort of little pass effort into goal, slight deflection, but it wasn't target. So yeah, Kieran Tierney gets his first goal for Arsenal, 2-0. And I think the second goal just knocked the stuffing out of Watford. It did. And then we had the drinks break, is it 26, 28 minutes? But although the second goal knocked the stuffing out of Watford, I thought there was a better team. I honestly thought there was a better team. I thought they looked more dangerous. They was getting through our defence, quite easily, breaking through the lines. Particularly, like I said earlier, getting in on that right-hand side with Ismail Assar. And then we get another gift. I mean, to concede a goal from a throw-on and to let the ball bounce in your box, I don't know what the Watford defence were doing. And then Uber's got back to goal. Good finish, man. Overhead kick. But I know now as an Arsenal fan, if my team had defended the way Watford did for the first goal and the third goal, actually I can't even pull my hair out because my hair's not even that long, but you know what I mean. Madness defending. We got gifted chances because, let's be honest, and it's been mentioned before about Arsenal creativity, it's not been great. Yes, we've had a little partnership there with Ceballos and Xhaka, but we need something else. We don't have a Jack Grealish type player or a Willian at Chelsea, a bit younger version. But yeah, like that, we don't have a player like that, and we're different. We didn't really create any chances in that first half that I can remember. Drop in the comments down below if you do remember a chance in the first half, because I don't. Watford gift wrapped us the goals. And then The thing that's always been an issue at Arsenal for years, amongst other things, is defending. And people will get on Luis because we heard the stat. He's conceded 5 penalties, through defensive mistakes. But with the penalty given away, with the foul on Welbeck, he was put in the shit by Rob Holding with that terrible pass that he played out, got intercepted, and then Welbeck obviously gets the penalty. So a culmination of sloppy play from Holding, who wasn't impressive in the first half at all for me personally, and nor was Luis. The two centre-backs, wow, we've got a cup final in a week's time. So they get the goal. And then we go in at 3-1 at half time. I don't know how we went in at 3-1 at half time. Watford looked more dangerous, and they must have been scratching their heads thinking, how on earth we 3-1 down? Incredible. And then we go into the second half. Watford come out well for the opening sort of 5 minutes, because they've got to get the goals now. It's desperate times now. But I thought after that sort of 5 minute initial period in the second half, I thought Arsenal got a bit more possession and control of the ball. Then we obviously make a couple of subs. Laka comes off, Eddie comes on, and then Kolasinac comes on for Willock. I didn't think Willock had a very good game, if I'm being honest. I thought he wasn't great at all. And then I think the only sort of chance he sort of manifested was Ainsley Maitland-Niles had a very, very good strike at goal, cutting onto his left foot. Good one-handed save from Foster, beats it away for a corner. And then a couple of minutes later, Martinez saves us again. A fine stop from Welbeck. He comes out, quickly smothers the angle, but they cut us open for 1-2 with Deeney and Welbeck, and he's through. But great save from Martinez. And then lo and behold, 2 minutes later, Watford score. 3-2, Danny Welbeck. Now, there's two ways I looked at it when I saw that goal go in. Defensively, I'm talking about here. The ball comes in. It's not an aerial ball into the box. It's along the ground. Luis has got to spot the danger or anticipate the danger, thinking that ball's going to come in. Who's behind me or who's in front of me? He doesn't intercept the near post. That's the first issue. Then the second issue is Rob Holding's got a decision to make, because he can see the man in front of him and David Luiz. So he should be thinking, if that ball comes in at the near post and my partner doesn't get it, I've got to intercept that. Poor from both of them, both centre halves. Just lack of concentration again. It's like I said, it's Groundhog Day. Incredible. And then Torreira comes on for Pepe 5 minutes later. Pepe was very, very hit and miss. Some people might even go a bit stronger than that to say he was just poor. Didn't influence the game when it was an open game. You might blame we didn't get the ball quick enough to him. Was he getting in the game more himself? Was he demanding the ball? You could have a thought process for both thoughts, But Pepe not impressive again, to be honest. And then Martinez makes another save from Danny Welbeck. Watford had a load of chances in that second half to get back into that game, and you know what? Probably even nick it. But the problem was they wasn't clinical and they wasted chances. But yeah, Martinez makes a great little save from Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck tries to flick it behind him into the far corner, but doesn't get too much pace on it. But still a good save from Martinez. And then literally a minute later, Eddie, I'm laughing because the Arsenal players have tried so hard to get Uber the hat-trick goal, man, to be joint goal scorer for a Golden Boot. Eddie really great pressure on the ball, nicks it off the Watford players, goes on goal on himself, should have really shot himself really, but tries to be unselfish, gets Aubameyang in, Aubameyang tries to score, doesn't chip it enough over Ben Foster, and then it goes out for a corner. And then from that, really, that was the only chance I can remember Arsenal actually creating, and that wasn't really much about creation. That's more about them putting pressure on the ball, and that was on 75 minutes. And then from that, Watford just put the pressure on. Getting forward, Arsenal just defensively shaky. First half, second half, not good. It's just a constant reminder of the issues that are still Mikel Arteta still having to face. A week before our biggest game of the season. Quick summary of the game. Jesus, where do I start? We finished 8th place in the league, thanks to Brighton beating Burnley and Sheffield United losing to Southampton away. So we get in the top 8. Bit of extra money in the kitty because we're getting told constantly for the last 6 years, whatever, how many years, we haven't got any money, so every penny counts, I guess. Defensively poor again. I put concentration on my notes with capital letters. Not good. Arsenal man of the match, Martinez by a country mile. If it wasn't for him and Watford's poor finishing, we would have lost that game. Again, creativity missing. That's something that needs to be addressed in the transfer window, as well as a powerhouse midfielder. We need someone a bit more dynamic, a bit more athletic in there. Even despite how well Ceballos and Xhaka has done, we need a powerhouse in there. Thomas Partey, Abdullah Doucouré, and Wilfred Ndidi, somebody like that. Watford were the better team. First half, second half, probably scratching their heads tonight thinking we got relegated, but how did we not win that game? How did we not win that game with the chances we had? Shout out to Uber. I saw a stat against Villa when we played Villa last week, and it was that Aubameyang is the leading goal scorer in all competitions for the last 2 seasons. That speaks volumes in a team he's playing in that are not that great and don't create a lot of chances. So for him to be joint goal scorer last season and to be almost second highest goal scorer this season speaks volumes about him. If it wasn't for him, wow, you know where we would be. Arteta's got some tough decisions for next week because none of the guys who, I would say only Maitland-Niles is the only one that would probably be considered for selection for the first team. Willock, no. Rob Holding probably will get in because of the injury to Mustafi, but that was not a good cup final audition by him and David Luiz. That was shocking. And he's got a big decision to make, Arteta. I think, you know what I'd say to Arsenal fans watching this now, this content video for myself, and I believe it myself as well. We've probably got more chance of picking the winning lottery numbers than knowing what Arteta's going to pick for his cup final 11 team. Seriously. So go and put a lucky dip on, you never know. Yeah, the season's over. Not an enjoyable season. Worst season finish in the Premier League since for 25 years. Not the worst. That's the only probably bright spark. We finished 12th back in 94-95. Big decisions to make for the team selection against Chelsea, because I don't think a lot of players, particularly in the last 2 games, have done themselves any favours in terms of the fringe players trying to make a stake for a place in the team. Absolutely not. So yeah, guys, drop in the comments below. Tell me your thoughts on the game. Who is your Arsenal man of the match? And yeah, just tell me your comments, positive or negative. What can I say? Content-wise coming out, we're doing a match preview for the cup final, obviously. We'll hopefully be doing we'll be doing a review of the season with another good gooner of mine who's sort of reached out to me on Twitter. Does a lot of good stuff, so look out for that to come on my channel. Yeah, guys, click, like, share, and you know the drill, subscribe. Hit the notification button as well. That's me, Albert J TV, over and out. Hashtag Arsenal 3, Watford 2. Hashtag thank God the Premier League season is over. guys.